That one goes out of bounds. A less than ideal beginning to this game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert third and short here from the 50. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. And the Badgers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Badgers pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Third down and short on the 8th play of this opening drive. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the handoff. And the ball to the ground. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? He'll hand it off. He's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking downfield, it's Aurora. Snags the quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those 1st downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do run the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Nice grab. It's Hatchett. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. It's Aurora. He lets it go on the move. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
It has been a tough 1st half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the grab. It's Hatchett. Will he score here? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They tackled him right at the 35-yard line. And the Badgers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, I love this option call, but the quarterback, I think he's just trying to make a play that wasn't there. Sometimes on this option play, you just got to eat it. It's just not there. The execution's not there. The defense plays it well. You got to tip your cap. Here, he tries to make a play that's not there, and the result is a loss of yardage.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Heading left after the handoff. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a 1st.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Fung. Makes a quick catch. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field.
Boy, nice throw here by this Wisconsin quarterback. Good route by the receiver and a 1st down for the Badgers. And when Wisconsin can throw the football to complement their running game, they're a very dangerous offense to deal with.
No huddle here for the offense. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the 1st down marker.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Badgers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. Hard running there, breaking tackles. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain the drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Aurora. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's caught downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to a +40.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. And there's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The corner is now playing a couple of yards off the ball. To the air, it's Aurora. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Automatic in the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. return man decides to signal fair catch. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down here for this offense. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the...
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustment. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And the runner takes off to his right. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Fung. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
On third and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. You're just not able to hit it.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Powering right past the defender. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And with that, they regain the lead. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Hatchett. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. That's complete downfield. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Badgers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hatchett. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They get the second half started with the running play. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Trying to get the throw off. Just gets the pass.
We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Aurora. The pocket breaking down. He's hit just before the throw, and that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff heading left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Keeping it on the ground here. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. The throw complete to the running back underneath. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Aurora looking for his big tight end, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on a screen. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it again. Lets it go quickly. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st down, it's play action. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Sack sets up 2nd down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And the Badgers bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the punt is down just inside the 30. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He spins free, and he's in the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and 10 play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Aurora. He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's across the 25. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Back to pass. It's Fung. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And the Badgers with first and 10 here. A new set of downs after that completion. Has the first down and still going. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And the Badgers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And at first down, they go right back to him. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Badgers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Makes a quick grab. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
They've been great on 4th down so far today. 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him about the 14.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Aurora. It's a short completion at the tight end. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook. Offense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Catch made on the sideline, but they get nothing out of it. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. sixth play of the drive coming up. To throw, it's Aurora. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw yet again. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitching catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And then first down, right back to the running game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Scanning the field. It's Aurora. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they'll claim the fourth-quarter lead.
Chris, what a great job. What a celebration by this offense. They worked so hard to get it close enough. They punch it in behind that offensive line, and now they've got the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And he's got his man open downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They can't stop him. Touchdown, Badgers. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Great job here by this quarterback on this read. I thought he might try to get the ball to the receivers. Instead, he sees the matchup that he wants, finds that big tight end, and they get the go-ahead score here late in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Hatchett. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Caught over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to throw. It's Aurora. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Using his legs here. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking tackles. They bring him down just short of the marker. Inches away from a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pulls it in. It's Hatchet. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
The completion makes it second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. DB's backing off from the line now. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Dropping back, it's Aurora. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So now we'll have a field goal attempt. One of the biggest moments of this game so far. And with 3 seconds to go, this field goal will send us to overtime. Kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And we're all tied up now. So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Badgers will get overtime started with the offense on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. A handoff to the back. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. And now the defense will spend a timeout to get everybody on the same page before this important play. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Aurora. Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So a challenging 3rd down play. They need a 1st down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
What a job of answering and coming up with that touchdown. Good throw by the quarterback. Put a touchdown on the board, and now with all this momentum, man, part of me really wants to just try to end it right here and go for 2 for the victory.
So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. They'll hand it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
On 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Now it's 3rd and short with 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Looking to throw. It's Aurora. There's a shot toward the end zone. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. Kirk, what can they do differently to stop this guy?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but got to pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. Right now, if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
He did not get in. They stopped him, and the lead remains at 6 here in overtime. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Now the offense will spend a timeout to get everybody organized. Can't afford a mistake at this moment. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Badgers will come to the line to run the hurry up. Now, the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty sets up a 1st down and 5. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to pass. It's Fung. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. What a response to stay alive here.
Well, they did the tough part here by coming up with this touchdown. The game is tied. Now, of course, the rule in that second overtime, you got to go for 2. Let's see what their favorite 2-point play is. See if they can win.
And the extra point was up and good. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment. But now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.